Hi, everybody. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about how the Greys got so much power. So this is something I haven't talked about before. But we have different densities, obviously. I've talked about that a lot, and we're in the third density. So where do the Greys sit? They actually sit in the fourth density, the lower fourth density. So the Earth is moving into fourth density positive, but the Greys basically come from fourth density negative. So they know what manifestation really is. That's how they've been able to use the human and the human's power to manifest, to basically create the world that they wanted. So the Greys are no longer here. And I talked about it in one of my videos, but basically what I was shown is that they have been corralled. They're back in the Orion galaxy. And there is a frequency that is keeping them there. But recently I've noticed that a lot of minions, I'll say, and a lot of energy has been released that is trying to kind of move us to a different timeline. So I just want to talk about the timeline that we're on right now. So 2 weekends ago, there was a lot of strange energy that began. And I feel like it was the last gasp from the dark side. But the thing is that there's a lot of information that still comes from the dark side. And there's also a lot of kind of wallowing in what the dark side has done. So we have to remember that that was a catalyst for growth. So even though we didn't really, we don't appreciate it, all the things that have happened, because some of them have been unbelievable and, hard to fathom. But all of that has been a catalyst to push us into the Golden Age timeline. So we're in a timeline now that's just fantastic. And it is the timeline of the crystalline body. And when everyone will receive their gifts back and our DNA will be restored. But just remember that not all of the information is helpful to stay on that timeline because we are that powerful. So if we believe something that comes from the outside and we take it in, then we can manifest it. So it's very important to go with your gut right now. So when you're watching something and you can feel that it's not right, then cancel it out and let it go. So Tamara has a brilliant thing that she has shared. And that is to say the words cancel, cancel, cancel. When someone is telling you something that you don't want to take on board to your subconscious. The subconscious mind is 90% of your mind. And it's very powerful. And most of our life is actually run by the subconscious mind. So as we clear out all the baggage from the subconscious mind and go into ascension, and our bodies begin to change, and our abilities begin to change, it's important to not let in anything that will hinder that. So just be aware of it. It is a great lesson in discernment, but we have to also realize that we are so powerful, and that's been used against us for a very long time, because from the birth age, from the time you are born, people are given the message that we are small and that we're really not capable of all that we are capable of. So it's important to realize how powerful you actually are, because we can change things in a moment, especially if we join together. So there's a great video that's very old, and it's about healing. And Greg Braden is the one who put it out. But it was basically an ultrasound video. And there were 3 doctors standing over a woman who had bladder cancer. And they were chanting. And this was all about the mind, the power of the mind, and the faith that we put out through our mind. And this was an inoperable tumor that was going on. And basically what happened is she was imagining it shrink. She wanted it to shrink away. And she was imagining that while she was lying on this table. And there were no instruments. There was nothing else happening except for her imagination and the chanting and the imagination from the doctors, the 3 doctors. And this was a very special medical place. But basically, probably within 2 or 3 minutes, that tumor that was inoperable was gone. And it was gone with the power of quantum healing, because we have access to that. But we've been told otherwise. So if we can do that, what else can we do? Just start to think about that. We have to put in the right information and cancel out the information that we don't want to manifest. So a lot of what's going on is a lesson in discernment right now, because what you entertain in your brain is what you're going to see in the world. There's a lot of people that are not aware of that. So, what can we do for them? We can manifest the most beautiful thing imaginable, and that is an ascended earth with ascended people. And because our earth is ascending, we are ascending. This is the first time that we will go with it. First time that we will go with Mother Earth. And it's important that we are aware of that. And we're aware of our own power. Because everybody has the God spark within them. And everybody is part of Source. So God and Source are the same being. And we are like a cell inside of him or her. So, anyway, I just wanted to bring all of that up because it does feel as if there's a bit of bombardment by the bad side. And if we can just see it from a distance and let it go, then it loses its power. And it will go away. Because we're not moving into the time where there's more polarity, which is what we're in right now. So the light and the dark is a polarity. And we don't have to continue that.